아리랑뉴스 culture correspondent Song Yujin. Hello, Yujin.
Hello, Soa. Hello, Walter. And hello to the viewers of Culture Wave. I'm Song Yujin, Arirang culture correspondent.
Now, what should normally be a festive season has changed into a tragic year-end with a Jeju airplane crash, which is, of course, also affecting cultural issues.
Yes, right. And I'll be mentioning how entertainment figures have been expressing their feelings after in the K-Inter news.
Right, that is coming up in a bit. But before, Yujin, you have some extensive coverage prepared for us today. What do you have?
Right. So first of all, my heart goes out to all the victims and the people who were affected by the tragic plane crash yesterday. But going back to what I'm going to report today, we're only 2 days away from the new year, 2025. So for the Culture Wave today, I prepared a recap of the top stories in K-culture this year.
As the year winds down, it's time to walk down memory lane and revisit the cultural highlights of 2024. The biggest moment came in October.
The Nobel Prize in Literature for 2024 is awarded to South Korean author Han Kang.
Han became the first Asian female laureate in the category and only the second Nobel Prize winner from Korea.
I think Han Kang winning the Nobel Prize was a defining moment that showed Korean literature is now part of the mainstream.
Turning to K-pop, BLACKPINK's Rosé and American singer-songwriter Bruno Mars's APT became a global sensation. Rosé became the first Korean female artist to achieve all this, topping Spotify's global chart, landing second on the UK official singles chart, and securing 8th place on the Billboard Hot 100.
With BLACKPINK and BTS not performing as a full group this year, there were concerns about K-pop's momentum. But Rosé showed her talent and potential as a major female solo star in K-pop. Her success also further solidified K-pop's status on the global stage.
Meanwhile, BTS brought good news for fans eagerly waiting for their return. The group's oldest member, Jin, completed his mandatory military service in June, becoming the first to reunite with armies.
My bias is Jin, so yes, Kim Sok-jin. So he comes back, and I don't know, I feel like my favorite person in the world, come back to me, and it's really important.
So the wait of 1.5 years, it came to an end, and we see him so happy, so handsome. It made us feel so proud.
J-Hope followed in October, bringing the group one step closer to their full comeback, with all members set to complete their service by next summer. However, not every news was celebratory. A dispute involving Min Hee-jin, the former CEO of HYBE subsidiary Adore, escalated into a family feud. In November, Min resigned, and New Jeans announced the termination of their contract with Adore, which was initially set to run until 2029.
The trust between us and Adore has broken down, so continuing our contract is just unacceptable.
Adore has filed a lawsuit seeking the validity of its contracts with the 5 members. On the screen, streamers thrived while cinema struggled. The domestic box office saw only 2 films cross the 10 million ticket mark, Exuma and The Roundup Punishment, both released in the first half of the year.
The impact of COVID-19 continued to linger, so there weren't many blockbusters, and even those marketed as blockbusters didn't perform well. However, there were notable efforts to try something new, such as screen so-called shorter snack movies, films that won awards at art festivals, rare releases, concert films, and horror movies.
But it was a different story for the streaming industry. Netflix's Culinary Class Wars became the first Korean reality show to top the platform's global top 10 non-English TV series list for 3 straight weeks. And the long-awaited second season of the Emmy-winning series Squid Game premiered on December 26th. And that was a wrap-up of 2024 in culture.
It's definitely been a big year for culture, but Yujin, you as our culture correspondent, what would you say was the top moment in culture in 2024?
Well, I would definitely have to say Han Kang, author Han Kang winning the Nobel Prize in Literature, is because her win was not only monumental for Korea, it was globally significant because the Nobel Prize in Literature has been notoriously difficult for women and also Asians to win. And you can just see this by looking at the stats because Han Han Kang is once again the first Asian female to win the prize among the 121 laureates, including her. And also, she is the first Asian winner of the prize in this category after China's Mo Yan in 2012. So you can see how big of a win this was.
It was.
And as we gear up for the new year, what can we expect, or can you give us a preview of what to expect in the year 2025?
Sure. So I think that K-pop fans will have a lot to look forward to. As I mentioned in my report, next year, all 7 members of BTS will be completing their mandatory military service by June 2025. So fans, the armies, are eagerly waiting for a new album to drop soon. And also for BLACKPINK, the group has also announced plans to hold a world tour next year and also come up with a new album. So this is a really exciting news, especially for K-pop fans. And on the screening front, exciting sequels are lined up as well, including the 3rd season of Netflix's Squid Game, which I'm sure you guys will mention Squid Game 2 later in the show, in today's episode. Right. And also Netflix announced the 2nd season of its hit cooking competition show Culinary Class Wars. So I'd say that a lot to look forward to in the world of culture in 2025 as well.
It's going to be an exciting 2025 in the world of culture. And we're hoping that you, Yujin, are going to cover all of these special events next year as well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yujin.
Thank you.